I have 3 hours to turn this bronze team into a 117 overall team, and the only way I could upgrade the team is to score goals in head-to-head matches, because for every goal I score, I get to open one store pack. But this won't be easy, because for every game I lose, I have to discard one player from the team. Hopefully we don't discard any 113s today, but with that being said, let's get into it. Okay, so here we are on the account. This is a bronze team we're starting with, and because this is a new account, we're starting an amateur 3 for head-to-head. So hopefully that means we could get tons of goals for lots of packs right out the gate. But before we get into our first match, I just want to show you it's currently 12:59 p.m. on Friday, which means at 3:59 p.m. is when the challenge will end. But let's get into it. Okay, to start off, we're playing against another bronze team, so we should be able to rack up quite a few goals. We already have a player through. Hopefully they're right-footed, because you never know. There you go, that's 1-0. Once again, our striker is ready to attack, and that is 2-0. This time our winger is away. Can he put it away? Yes, he can. Here's number 4, 5, 6, and 7. And that's the end of the match. We won 7-0, so we have 7 packs to open. So to start, we're going to get into a Footyverse 100 pack. This could give us a crazy player, because we do get 2 110 to 113 overall players, as well as a bunch of tradable guys. So while they may not be the best, a lot of these players can fit into our team, as we do have a bronze team. But let's get into the guaranteed 2 110 to 113s. Hazard is currently in packs. He would be a great player to get. I don't know why we're glitching. We're good. We get Sweden. Okay. Striker this time, icon. Is it going to be what's the guy's name? Larson. Yeah, 110 rated Larson. We will take that. We also got Howard. Okay, a bit of a shapeshifter, as he is normally a goalkeeper, but those stats are actually pretty decent. Toure is also a great center mid to get as well, so we got some good players out of here, as well as Socrates. So that's a good start, but we're now going to get into the daily pack, 108 to 113 guaranteed. We just want to hope that it's in a position that we don't already have. We do get a walkout though, which is promising. What is it going to be? Is that going to be center mid? No, center back. Not Skriniar. I can't remember the guy's name. Who is it? Oh, it is Skriniar. Okay, I didn't know he moved to Fenerbahce. That's going to be a great player for the team, as he does have great physicals and all-around pretty good stats. Let's now get into the 109 to 113 packs. We'll come back to that Footyverse 100 in a little bit, but let's get into these for packs number 3 and 4 to see if we could get a really good player. We want to see those 113s. We see Denmark this time, center mid, from Frankfurt, I believe. What rating? 109 rated Hoyland. Okay. All right, pack number 4. Can we please get a pretty good player out of here? We do get, okay, England. Right wing, okay, it's not going to be who I thought it was. There is a David Beckham out this week, but instead it's going to be 109 rated George. Right wing is still a position that we need though, so we will take it. Pack number 5 is going to be a 110 to 113 overall. Can we get someone half decent to start off? We already have a fairly good team, but let's see what we get. Mexico, okay. Striker. Is it icon? No, hero. All right, I did not expect that. I forgot that we could get players from different positions in new positions. So Campos, usually a goalkeeper. Those stats though do look pretty decent, considering he does have a 4-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. So he might be our striker over Larson. But now that we're done all of those bigger packs, we're going to get into one of these 110 to 113, the double that we started off with. We got some decent tradable players there. We might sell some tradable players to buy a better player here in a bit. But who is in pack number 6? Is that going to be Luka Modric? No. Striker from Croatia. Who would this even be? Mandzukic has a hero card now. I didn't even know that. That's really cool. When I got into football and started watching it and following it, he was one of the bigger players on the scene. I mean, I remember his bicycle kick against Real Madrid in the Champions League. Always a bit of an underrated player, but he now has a hero card in game. I think we have to try him out in our team. But now that we've opened up that pack, we have one more to do before getting into our next game, and we're going to do one of the welcome packs here. We're going to do all these eventually, but we're getting a guaranteed 108 to 113. We can get some of the week 1 players out of here, like Johan Cruyff, and unfortunately we don't get anybody crazy, but hopefully we get one of the 113s from that week in the future packs. So let's add in our new players into the team. Mandzukic goes in at striker, Howard will go in at center mid, George is our new right wing, we have Hoyland in at right center mid, we'll add Skriniar in as our left center back, Socrates will be our center attacking mid, I don't know how to pronounce his name, like Rees or Rise, whatever, he'll be our new left back, Maldini will be our right center back, Donnarumma will be be our goalkeeper. And finally, Frimpong will be our right back. We still need a better left wing, but hopefully we could get that in future packs. So let's now take this team into some more matches and hopefully score a lot more goals so that we could open up more packs. My opponent's team is not much better than the last one, so we should be able to get quite a few goals. Alright, we have the ball here with George. I'm just going to use the pace to get around to all the silver players, and we should put that away. That's 1-0. That there is number 2. Can we make it number 3 here with Mandzukic? Yes, we can. Socrates is through as well. That is 4. And Mandzukic will make this number 5. And that's the match. We won 5-0. So let's get into our 5 packs. We're going to start with 2 of the 107 to 113 guaranteed tradable packs. Can we get a big player to sell for coins? We do get a walkout, which is really promising. We get USA, center mid Howard. Oh my. We just got a 110 rated tradable player. How much does he go for? 231 million coins. That's perfect. Hopefully we could buy a pretty decent player with those coins. But let's get into the second pack here. EA, please. We don't get a walkout. That's fine. I'm still happy with Howard. But we did get a new left back, so he's going to be great for the team. For pack number 3, I'm going to get into this 106 to 113 CONMEBOL pack because we will get shards as well as rank up points. Maybe we could get a good player from the exchange later on. But let's get into it. We don't get a walkout. We do get a right mid though. Let's try it again, this time on the 107 to 113 daily pack. This here is pack number 4. We don't get a walkout once again. And the final pack we're going to open up for this game is one of the unlimited bundles for the Footyverse. We don't get a walkout. We do get a goalkeeper though, which we need. So from those packs, we got a better left back, a better goalkeeper, and although we still have a couple positions that we need to upgrade, I think we've made a great start. So something else I'm going to do once the market unlocks is sell off all the players that we can to go and buy some great players for the team. But for now, I'm going to get into a couple matches. I will skip over them for you guys, but I'll show you what the final results were each time. And hopefully in a couple matches, we'll be able to get at least 10 packs to open for upgrades for the team. So let me get into the matches and I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so I just played 3 matches. I won 9-0, 9-0, and 3-0. So we have 21 packs to open up. And right out the gate, I'm going to go right into these nation stories. I'm going to do 10 of these so that we could get one guaranteed 113 overall player, and we have 1200 shards. We could get a couple other players too. So there are 4 players we could choose from, but of course the player we're going to go for is 113 rated Nakata. So there you go, he's been added to the club. That was 10 packs, 11 including the player pick. And what's amazing is that we now also have 1200 shards to spend here in the exchange. Now we could do it right away, but instead I'm going to open up some other packs, see what players we get there, and then come back to decide who we're going to add to the team. But let's at least add Nakata in for now. We're now up to a 101 overall team, but we still need better center back, right back, and left wing. So we still have 10 packs to open up here, and the 10 I'm going to go for are all going to be unlimited bundles. We're going to do 5 at a time, 106 to 113 guaranteed. What these are going to give us though are players for training, as well as potentially players for the exchange. But who do we get out of here? Can it be center mid for Beckham? No, it is striker. It's an icon though. Wait, what? A striker icon's in Lineker, okay. I wasn't even aware that Gary Lineker got a card in this event. Very deserved though, he hasn't got a card in a while. We also got Larson and a couple other players that will go into the exchange, but wow. Out of 5 106 to 113s, this array here is pretty crazy. But let's check out the stats. 4-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. We might actually try him in game. I think he might be better than Mandzukic. But let's get into our 5 final packs that we earned from all those games. We do get a new player here. Can it be a walkout as well? No, it's not, but that's okay. We got 108 rated Teo, and that is pretty much it. We did get a center back though, so that's good. So let's put Gary in at striker. We'll actually put Bartra in at center back as he is higher rated than Theo. And despite all of our packs, we still need a new left wing as well as a right back. So we're going to get those players from the nation story here in the Japan section. Mitoma from Brighton is going to be our new left wing. I've wanted to try out his card for a while because I do think it looks really good in game, and he should be the perfect profile for a great left winger, especially after the update. More nimble, good joystick dribbling. He should have pretty high dribbling stats. Let's check that out here. Yeah, 135 dribbling with 138 pace. That is rapid. Finesse shot, trait, 4-star, 4-star. It doesn't get much better than that. And then we're also going to get right back Sugawara. I hope I pronounced that correctly. We'll just skip this one though. I think he has pretty good stats if I'm not mistaken. He's decently fast. Yeah, 113, 122, 123. That card looks great. So let's add them to the team. He goes in at right back. We'll have Mitoma up there at the left wing. And we're already at a 110 110 overall team, and we haven't used any rank up points yet. So this has been a great start, but not only have we got great players in the team, we also unlocked the market and we could sell off players. So now we have a total of 328 million that we could spend on players, but for now, I'm going to leave it at that. So this is the team that we're now working with. Let's get into another match and see how many goals we could get. I'm going to play a bunch of matches in a row and show you the results at the end. But for this one, let's get into a live match. So here's my opponent's team. It is getting a little bit better, but this is likely a bot, so we should be able to score quite a few goals. Nakata there gets the dispossession, and we're going to bang that in. That's 1-0. Hoyland here, gonna lay it off from Mitoma. Mitoma is absolutely rapid, especially trained up as I have him. That is 2 packs we could open. Alright, ball through here to Hoyland. I believe he's right-footed. That's fine. 3 packs. Alright, Howard on the ball, up to George. George, gonna run around the defender there, hit the left foot. That is 4 packs. George here, lay it off to Nakata. He's making incredible runs through the middle. He's definitely gonna be our center attacking mid throughout this entire challenge. But there's 5. And that's the match. We won 6-0. I ended up letting the AI play the rest of the match, and Lineker scored a goal, so we got 1 extra pack out of that. But now that we have 6 more packs to open, let's start off with the welcome packs and then get into some unlimited bundles. So this welcome pack is going to guarantee us a 109 to 113 overall. Can we do it, EA? Can we get a 111 plus? We get, I want to say that's Senegal, but I could be wrong. I'm sorry if it is. Is that Jackson? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, 109 rated Jackson. Here is the second welcome pack and the final one that includes a player. The next one will be the rank up points, 110 to 113 guaranteed. Can we do something crazy? Is that Johan Cruyff? No, Johan Cruyff. EA. No. No, that might have to be one of the worst trolls I've ever seen from EA. I didn't even know Kluivert was in this event. 110 rated Kluivert. That is brutal considering we could have got Johan Cruyff. Anyways, that's 2 of the 6 packs down. This one's going to be pack number 3. We just got 200 rank points. And to finish off, we're going to do 3 of the unlimited bundles, 106 to 113 guaranteed. Can we get a walkout out of 3? It's unlikely. Yeah, that's fine though. 107 rated Papin. We will take it. Let's now exchange a bunch of these players though to see how many shards we have 4 players in the event. I'm going to put everybody in, including the Mandzukic. He was decent, but not quite what I wanted. So everybody included is going to be 570 shards already. We are well on our way to getting 1,000, and if we hit 1,000, there's some great players we could claim, and if we go for 1,250 or 1,500, we could get people like Hullet, Dalglish, Schmeichel, some pretty great players in this game, as well as Eden Hazard, as I talked about earlier. I mean, look at those stats. But to do that, we have to play some more matches, so I'm going to get into some more. Hopefully we could get another 20 plus goals in the next 3 or 4 so that we could open up tons of packs to make more progress with the team. But before I get into these matches, I want to give you a quick update. It's currently 2:20 p.m. so we're about an hour and 20 minutes, 21 minutes to be exact, into the challenge. The first like 10 minutes of this challenge was taken up by me not being able to find a match, so that kind of sucks, but let's speed run these matches and hopefully get tons of goals. Okay, so I just played the next 3 matches. We got 8 goals in the first one, 10 in the second one, and 6 goals in the third one, which means we have 24 packs to open in the store. And I think I'm just going to go fully unlimited bundle to see if we could get any big players out of here. We're going to do the first 4 of the 24 here, and then we'll do 4 batches of 5, hoping to get at least 1 more walkout out of here. So nothing out of that first one. Let's get into this first batch of 5. EA, please, a walkout. We do finally get a walkout. Okay, could be promising. Can it be Beckham this time? No, it's going to be George once again. Not quite what we want to see, but we will take 109s as they do go for a decent amount of shards in the exchange, and wow, we got 3 109s out of there. Here's the second batch of 5. If we could get a better defender as well, that would be great. This time we get, is that Venezuela? I think it is. Center back, Paris. Ooh, Pacho. What rating is Pacho? 111 rated. That is perfect. I was wrong. He's from Ecuador. Sorry about that. But we have Pacho, and then Spinazzola can probably be our new left back. Here's the third batch of 5 players. We do get a walkout again. Okay. Pretty lucky so far. We get Argentina this time. Okay. Center attacking mid. From Roma, it's going to be Paulo Dybala. Never mind, Sule. 110 though, we will still take that. And finally, the last batch of 5 players, or 5 packs rather. Can we get another walkout to end off? No, we do not. That's okay. So let's add Pacho in at right center back. Spinazzola will go in at left back. And aside from that, there's no other upgrades we can make. Now I will put those players, the extra players that we got, into the exchange here in a second, but we should look at what positions we really need to hit the max overall. Mainly, it's going to be goalkeeper, right center mid, right wing, and then from there, if we could rank up enough players, we should be good to go. And actually, that just reminds me, we could get a better center mid from the Japan exchange. Let's check that out really quickly. Alright, so they do have a right wing and a center mid, but they are 650 shards and 450 shards. For now, I'm going to leave it, but when it does come down to crunch time, if we need to get these players, we can. That would be a 112 and 111 added to the team, which will of course get us a lot closer to 117 overall. But now that we have some new players in the team, I'm going to get into another 3 matches and I'll show you the results in a bit. Alright, the 3 games have been played. I won 8-0, 10-0, and 7-0, which means we have 25 packs to open, and now we're getting into the pro ranks, so things should be a lot harder. So we have to hope that we could get some really good players from the packs that we open up right now. So we got to bolster up that team, get it as strong as possible for the final stretch. In the first 5 packs though, we get a player from France, okay, CDM. Ooh, oh, never mind, Guendouzi, okay. I thought it was going to be Makalele, who is 113 rated, if I'm not mistaken, but Guendouzi will take it. The next 5 packs are going to be spent on these A Nation Story for Japan shards. We get 200 there, but we now also get a player pick between 109 to 113, and I believe the 112 rated center mid that we want, never mind, it's actually random. Okay, so that did not go the way I expected. I thought this was one of the guaranteed ones again, so I'm just going to have to go for the 110 rated striker. I don't know if we could exchange these players for shards. Hopefully we can. Unfortunately, we can't, which sucks. That's okay though, because we still got these shards for a 112 rated player in the exchange. So we're going to pick him up now. Ideally, if we get enough of the Footyverse shards, we could go for Hullet on the other side, but Kamada is going to be our new right center mid. Let's add him into the team. We're now up to a 111 overall without rank ups, and we still have 15 packs to open. So even though we could go and get some more of the Japanese players, instead I'm going to go for 15 of the unlimited bundles to see if we could get one of the big players from this week, and if we don't, it just means we have more shards to put towards one of the 113 rated players in the gallery. So we got Papin there out of our first 5. Who do we get here out of our second batch of 5 packs? Can we please get a walkout, EA? We haven't had a walkout out of here in a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. No walkout this time, that's okay. But who do we get out of our final 5 packs from those 3 matches? Can it be a good player to end off? Can it be like Eden Hazard? That would be crazy. Who do we get? It's gonna be Larson again. Okay, I've packed this guy a lot over the past couple weeks. 110 rated, but who else do we get out of here? 107s, that's fine, but all these players could be put into the exchange. So after putting all these players into the exchange, we have 680 shards, which means we're at 1250 exactly. So we could get almost all of the best players from the Footyverse event, but before we make any decisions on players we want to get, I think we should play some more matches, get a few more packs and players into the team, and then we can make the big upgrades. But of course, we are getting pretty close to the end of this challenge. It's currently 3:10 p.m. So we have less than an hour left, but there's still a lot that we could do in that time. So let's get into a live match, see how the team is playing. So far, Gary Lineker, Nakata, and Mitoma have been demons. They've been scoring the majority of my goals, especially Gary Lineker. He is a pace god, but the team overall has played really well, although there are some positions I really want to upgrade. And even though we have a big player like Howard at left center mid, I want to get him out of there because he is very clunky in game. So not only do we have to increase positions on overall, but also on quality if possible. Anyways though, enough yap, let's get into this game and hopefully score a handful of goals. Alright, Lineker here in the center. I haven't bought any skill moves, so I haven't really been skilling at all, but see how fast Lineker is on his shot. This card is really, really good. I don't know how many shards they've made him in the exchange. I assume it's actually pretty low considering he's not a very hyped card, but if you have the shards and need a good striker, he's very, very good. Alright, Spinazzola here on the wing. I'm going to try to send Mitoma on a run. They're defending decently well, but Mitoma is just way too quick. Him and Lineker with that speed, it's been too easy. Alright, Gary Lineker again. Beautiful through ball to Mitoma, and that is goal number 3. Alright, George, cut inside, chop it up, easy. Mitoma is away once again. This guy is rapid. I believe this might actually be a bot, but 5-0, that's easy. Mitoma is away once again with another over-the-top through ball, and that finesse shot seals the deal. Gary Lineker, too pacey, off to Mitoma. Mitoma, this guy is a demon. Once again, a really cheap beast. That's goal number 7. Lineker is away with that pace. That's goal number 8. Lineker off to Mitoma. This is probably going to be goal number 9 right here. I'll shoot from far out. There you go. Here we are with Mitoma. Let's put up a 10 spot. There you go, 10 packs for us to upgrade. And that's the match. Let's now open up our packs. And the packs I'm going to go for are the Footyverse Box C. Now, usually this isn't good, it's not worth it, but because we can open up 8 of them all at once, we will get our guaranteed 111 to 113 tradable player, as well as rank up points and other things that will help us out. But who do we get out of here? We get Croatia, striker Mandzukic. Okay, 111 rated. The base minimum rating, but how many coins does he go for? 617 million. That's actually pretty good. It's not likely that he will sell, but that's okay. Let's get into our final 2 packs though. 2 unlimited bundle packs. Can we get a 110 plus? That's fine. We will use these guys for shards. So no upgrades for the team. So I'm going to get into a couple matches and I'll see you in a bit when we have all the results. Okay, so I just played the 3 matches. I won 4-0, 1-0, and then drew 1-1. The last game that I played, the team that I played was a super team. So the opponents are getting a lot harder, but we do now have 6 packs to open to hopefully get some good upgrades for the team. Now, because we're low on time, it's currently 3:43. I'm just going to focus all of our packs on the unlimited bundles so that we could get more shards or hopefully a big player, and then we could go into the Footyverse event and try to get one of those 113 overall players or maybe a couple 112s to get our overall all the way up. So I put the players in for shards, but I was also able to just sell Mandzukic for 500 million coins. It was so clutch. A buy order just popped up as I was checking in, but now that we had over 900 million coins, I just went out and put in a buy order for this 113 overall purple rank goalkeeper. So that's who we're spending all of our coins on that we got from these packs. We'll put them in there. We're now up to a 112, and now we have to make a choice of which 113 overall we should go for from the Footyverse event. So there's a couple positions we could go for, but we're obviously going to focus on the ones that we really need upgrading in. So getting a better right wing like Jairzinho would really help. Maybe even a better left back like Alphonso Davies. I haven't tried him out in game yet. And then maybe a better center back or even right back. But of course, the lowest rated that we currently have is left back. So I've thought about it and I've decided to go for Jairzinho. He is a little bit less, and we do have an option of a left back if we could get in our final game and score at least 1 goal. And I'll show you that here in a second. But let's add Jairzinho to the team. I also just want to try him out. He should be absolutely insane in game. 113 overall, 143 pace, 140 dribbling. He is right-footed and coming off the right, that's kind of awkward, but he should be a great addition for our team. So let's put in Jay-Z up top. We're still at a 112, that's okay. But taking those players out of the team has now allowed us to get another 70 shards. We now are at 400, and there is at least 1 player that I could remember that we could now get for the team. And yeah, now that we have the 400 shards, we could pick up 111 rated bus for only 300 shards. I think this deal is incredible. Like, if you are a free-to-play player, need a better center back, 300 shards for a player like him at that rating as well is so crucial. So let's check out the stats real quick. Great pace, insane defending, and great physical. Left-footed as well, so he could play on the left side. But there you go, Bastoni has been added to the team. So let's put him in there instead of Skriniar. We're still at a 112, but that's okay. So the team is looking great, 112 overall. We're now going to get into our final head-to-head match, hopefully score a couple goals so that we can make the final upgrades to reach hopefully 117 overall. Here is my opponent's team. They don't really have anybody trained up. It's kind of crazy going from my last opponent's team to this team, but with a team like that, hopefully we could score a handful of goals in this match. Great defending there. Perfect. Off to Mitoma. He should be away. Look at the pace on this guy. They did not pull the keeper, so we'll take a shot. There you go, 1-0. All right, ball up here to Nakata. He's away. Perfect. I'm now going to try to play a ball across to Gary. He made that beautiful run. that instinctive striker run, that's 2 packs. And already we got a rage quit, so I'm going to try to rack up as many goals as possible here in the final match. Hopefully we could get at least 5, because with those 5 we could get some very important packs, and that will likely guarantee us to get 115, maybe 116, and try our best to get to 117. And that's the end of the match. I was able to rack up a total of 10 goals off the AI opponent, which is great. And with that, it's now 4 p.m, so we ended the game right in time. Let's now get into the final packs and upgrade and see if we could hit 117 overall. So the first pack to do is actually the first top-up reward. We're going to get a new left back out of here, which will be great. He will replace the current 108 that we have. And then the next 4 packs I'm going to open are all of the rank up boosters so that we could get as many rank up points as possible. Okay, so now that I've claimed those 4 packs, we've now opened up 5 packs. The final 5 we're going to do are all going to be unlimited bundles to see if we could maybe get one of the big players from this week out of this pack. Can it be a walkout? I had a feeling it wouldn't be, but that's okay. So first off, let's get in our new left back. We're now up to 113 overall, and after putting all the players in the exchange that we don't need, we're only at 190 shards, so we won't be able to get another player out of the Footyverse event. But like I said, of course, we still have tons of rank up points to use, so let's get into ranking up the team and see what rating we could hit now with the base players that we have. Alright, after only 5 rank ups, we're at a 114 overall team. There you go, we're now up to a 115 overall team, and unfortunately, I was only able to get 2 more rank ups done before we were done. So in total, in the 3 hours, we were able to hit a 115 overall team, not the 117 that we wanted to get to, but I gotta say, one amazing team. I mean, the players in this team are not only meta, fun to play with, but also icons of the game and great players that are currently out there. So with that, I had a ton of fun making this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, please drop a like. If you're new, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.